What is up, everybody? Rogue Hero here on the second episode of RHE Podcast, aka hashtag I copy Joe Rogan, aka this is the best Yu-Gi-Oh podcast right now. And I'm here with my homie Austin, who was a team captain of what was the team name again? Austin, my bad, bro.
Uh, yeah, Nocturnal GG.
Team Nocturnal GG. And like what kind of tops y'all got? How many tops y'all got? How many players y'all got?
We got like 12 to 14. I think we got a total of like 14
Okay.
players. Yeah, and every one of us have invites. Well, it don't matter now since they are postponed and canceled. You know what I mean?
Right. So tell us a little about yourself, like how'd you get started into the game and things like that.
I got started in the game when it first came out. I was used to play Magic, and I used to act like the Magic cards were Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So me, my brother, and my sister would always play with Magic cards. And then we went to see. I'm an Army brat, so I grew up
Okay.
on military. I grew up on the military base, and what y'all call Walmarts and stuff like that, it was called PXs and stuff. So me and my brother and my sister went to the PX, which is like a Walmart, and they had a box of Yu-Gi-Oh cards and the starter decks from Yugi and Kaiba. My brother got Kaiba and I got Yugi, and then I've been hooked on Yu-Gi-Oh ever since. Of course, I took breaks and stuff like that, got away from the game, but I always came back. So,
Okay. What have you accomplished in the game so far?
as far as accomplishments, a bunch of day twos and YCSs, but I can't break the top cut for some reason. A bunch of top eights,
Like regional
regionals.
topics. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you'll get that eventually. So, on this episode of the podcast, guys, I really wanted to interview my homie Austin. He does really good at events, especially on the regional level. Like I said, he does day two a lot. But we also want to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh being canceled. Austin, how you feeling about that right now? With the whole crush card virus thing going around. How do you feel about that so far?
Well, what I'm doing with my time is I'm like watching old live streams from past YCSs just to see how people were playing and reading the game and what I'm saying, making plays off of what they was reading. And to now, I just recently watched the YCS Las Vegas, the last YCS we just had, and I was watching a live stream, seeing how everybody was playing and making the reads, and I was making my reads and seeing how they reacted to what they was reading. So that's all I've been doing and
You've
watching
been really intense.
off. Yeah, I mean, I gotta stay up with the game, man. My sponsors over there saying, yeah, they postponing the events and everything, but they want us to still be on top of our game and stuff like that and come prepared once they do lift this shutdown that's going on worldwide.
Oh yeah, man,
So
shutdown is crazy. What deck was you playing before the shutdown happened?
the last deck I was playing was I played Spirals at YCS Las Vegas. And then right after that, Vegas, we was going to have a Columbus Regionals, and then there was going to be the YCS Charlotte that I was going to go to. I was going to play Go on Second Dinos for those two events. So
Okay, yeah, going Sega Dinos is dirty. So are you playing like the Kaiju engine, or are you playing like the more standard build?
I got Lightning Storms and all that stuff, extravagances and all that stuff. So I was going to play the Lightning Storm,
Lightning Storm with
stuff like that.
did you play True King stuff too as well, or no?
Yeah, True King. Yeah. Well, we with Needle Fiber coming out, we would have been able to play Needle Fiber. Um, and there's a going first combo with the deck that you could do with Needle Fiber. I mean,
Alright.
once
What about that combo?
once
Like what
X,
is it exactly?
so you go on Needle Fiber. So what you do is you go Overraptor. You get miscellaneous, and you pitch miscellaneous, and then you banish miscellaneous to get the Dirac Alio, and that makes your Needle Fiber. You could bring out Junk Synchron out. And there's a in the combo. You have needle fiber, you have VFD because you have the True Kings to pop two babies or whatever, and you make the Sky Bridge thing, the Synchro 9 that special summons another 9, and
Okay.
you overlay those to VFD. You should have a 4 and a tuner out from needle fiber. And what you do is you detach for VFD called Earth, and then so it turns every monster on the field Earth, and then that's how you make maturity beats after that. So your board will be needle fiber, maturity beats, and VFD going first.
Oh wow, that sounds dirty. And this is all in Dinos.
Yeah, this is Dynamo.
Oh man, all because of needle fiber.
Yep, needle
Now,
fiber does this.
now, do you feel like needle fiber should have became a legal card eventually? Like, do you think it's the
Oh
right
yeah,
format for it?
I think yeah, I think needle. I mean, it would have been nuts if we would have got it like 2 years ago, like when it got leaked out or whatever. But now they hit a bunch of targets for it, and there's people over talking about getting recover that e-tele card. That's a
What exactly
level
does that
one
do? I haven't,
tuner.
I don't really study
Nothing.
cards with that. What they do?
It don't do nothing. It's an e-tele target because Globo got banned, so now they're just trying to use e-tele to get this tuner out to make needle fiber faster.
Oh wow.
It's
And it'll
literally a
find.
level one. It's literally a level one tuner. That's a psychic that can be e-tele. That's it.
Oh wow. And E-Tel is at one. No, it's at three. It just got to three recently, right?
Yeah, or something. I don't. Last time I played e-tele, I don't. I can't even tell you. Cosmos, I guess. I don't
Right,
know.
right. Yeah, they be changing the balance up. I was pretty disappointed when I saw that Mally went to two. I was like, really, dude, really?
I know. I know. Hey, hey, I saw some people posted. Hey, they took our format away from us, and this is a heroes group. The hero players over there, like they took our format away from us, man. They knew we was gonna do too good, so they had to take the.
Honestly, they have a point, bro. Like I've been snapping at locals, bro. You watch the vlog, so like every big
Yeah,
event my locals had, my competitive locals had, I was doing good, if not winning, or at least finishing in the top four. So I was kind of like the 1 year heroes become good again, and I start doing
right.
good again. This crap happens. I'm like, come on, dog.
Right. And then I remember you did a vlog and you was over there talking about you was gonna give up your list, but there was a regional coming up. I was like, don't do that. I messaged you right away. I was like,
Right.
don't do that,
Yeah,
Do
I'm like,
not
man.
do that.
I'm like, well, everything's canceled. I will give up the list now. Ain't no point in holding secrets.
I know. I'm already working on another day. Everybody in my area still think I'm playing dinos and everything, but I'm over here hyped about this new zombie deck, man. I got a bunch of the cards. I'm gonna order some more of the cards online tomorrow.
And what is it gonna do? What exactly do the zombie decks? I haven't like read none of the news. So what the new zombie stuff do?
So the Secret Slayer set came out with three new archetypes. Two of them are pretty good. There's a new zombie one called El Lich or whatever that has the continuous like most of them brings out zombies and then they have like certain effects if you control the main monster. The deck only has one main monster. It's called the Golden Lord El Lich Golden Lord dude, but they have all these like spells and traps that do stuff when you have him on the board or special summon him. So it's basically like a control deck, but also like when the traps and spells are in the graveyard, some of them could banish to set other spells and traps from your deck.
Oh damn. Okay. And are they able to be used with like the old zombie stuff? What
Yeah,
old
some
zombie
people.
support?
Yeah, some people are playing like Belladrop, Vampire Sucker, Glow Bloom, Banshee, Gozuki, and stuff like that. Some people are doing that for more versatile plays, but I'm just doing a control version of it where I'm playing like some kind of floodgates and control the game with counter traps and stuff.
Now, is the control version like more the most popular version, or is it like also like a free for all right now with no one really knows what the good TCG version of the deck is
Yeah.
yet?
Yeah, exactly. Nobody knows, so everybody's testing out a whole bunch of different stuff because we don't got no meta to go off of.
Right.
So, but there are like online tournaments going on, so people have been paying attention to those as
Man,
well.
what do you think about the online term? I asked my homie Master Swag King in the last podcast. He said he thought
Hmm.
it didn't really matter that much if I remember correctly. What do you think about them?
Oh, so you saying like if you do good and you win it or something?
So let's say like the luxury gaming online tournament that had like I think it had like 200 or something players, right? And if
Hmm.
let's say if you went to that and did good, do you feel like it's just as good as top in the regionals?
Okay. So say like we still have locals, right?
Right,
And this luxury thing happened online. And the
right.
dude who won the luxury went to your locals. If he came to your locals saying, "Yeah, I won the luxury tournament," how would you look at him?
I'd be like, what is a luxury tournament? Me as a
Right.
person, I'm like, what's luxury tournament? Like, is it like
Yeah.
how many? What's the caliber of players? Because I remember the ARGs when they
Yeah,
first started.
yeah, exactly. I was just about to say that. Like, you gonna put that on your resume with the ARG top? Like, one of my buddies who goes my locals, went to the ARG in Columbus, and it was like he said it was only 60 some people there, and he got second place at the ARG, but
Okay,
he act like he did something.
so you really don't feel like it's doing something though?
No,
Why? I
no.
I think the caliber of player makes the tournament personally. Because if you play like
I
six
mean,
rounds of Swiss and you play six solid players like Billy Breck round one, Jeff Jones round two,
yeah, like they say the
Ryan
UDSSR.
Spicer, yeah.
Yeah,
Like you're
I
gonna
don't
play.
know.
I feel like when it comes to smaller tournaments, you're gonna get a lot more solid players that know what they're doing. Like if you go to like a regionals or a YCS, your first four rounds gonna be free depending on who you playing against.
Right. That is true because the rule what everybody knows is like the first 3 rounds you're gonna play rogue. So what you try to
Right.
do is not lose the first 3 rounds, because if you lose those first 3 rounds, your tiebreaker is gonna be horrible because that person's not gonna do that good because it was like a one-off person. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it might be a player like me that's playing rogue and just snap on and make it to the top eight.
Well, yo, you might not even be rogue no more. We don't know what the meta is, dog.
Right, right, right. But I think also though, like a lot of the times, even with like like those bigger events, somebody could also argue, yeah, you might play a lot of rogue, even though you're gonna play meta in the main tournament, but big events prep you for rogues. I guess the rogue aspect can make it a little harder because you might play a rogue deck that's good, like some
Yeah.
homebrew stuff. So,
Me personally, so
now go ahead.
I don't take any I don't take any decks for granted. You know what I mean? I try to study up on everything. I try to know. I might not know the intricate details to the combo of the deck you're trying to do, but I know about your deck. See what I'm saying? So you're not gonna catch me off guard. Like when I be playing people, I be like, "Oh, okay, that you doing that?" And then they be like, "Oh yeah, do you need to read the card?" I'm like, "No, I know what you're doing." They be like, "Oh shit."
Right, right. So, how is you and your team play testing during this off season? Like, do y'all have like testing groups still? Like, do y'all meet in person? Like, how y'all doing it? And what state
Yeah.
y'all in again?
We're in Lexington, Kentucky, but we got people in Lexington, we got people in Annapolis, we got people in Oklahoma, we got people in Texas and Canada, we got people all over. Um, I live closer to most of the members on my team, so that some of them come over my house or I go over their place.
So y'all still playing
We,
consistently?
yeah, we meet up like every other day.
Oh, lucky y'all. Y'all ain't worried about this virus going on?
Yeah,
Y'all
I mean,
doing like
I'm
are
keeping
y'all
track.
doing social distancing Yu-Gi-Oh? Like how y'all doing it?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we sitting at opposite sides of the table and stuff. We're not doing no fist pumps or nothing like that.
Man, y'all still being Yu-Gi-Oh players, slamming each other, whatever.
Man, I need that my itch, man. That itch, dog. My goodness. You notice those people who always pop up at your locals like once every blue moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you right now they wish they didn't take that locals for granted. You know what I mean? They be like, I bet you they like, dang, I wish I could go to locals right now.
Bro, it's a lot of people wishing they can go to locals right now, bro. Like I think the community is going nuts. And I mean, like I've seen a lot of posts online. People saying like online playing ain't cutting it, bro. They're like, man, this ain't this ain't
Right.
this ain't it, bro.
Because you can't replace the game. That's why I'll never think the game's gonna be online. Because you can't replace interaction. Like that's I saw one YouTuber was holding a whole tournament online with YGL Percy or whatever,
Okay.
and that's like handicapping the players because it automatically tells you what you can and cannot do. You know what I'm saying? It tells
Okay,
you
when
if you want
things
to.
highlighting stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Where dueling book, yeah, you have player, you could have like that player misplays and stuff like that. But still, dueling book, like when I'm playing somebody, I could like tell by their mannerisms how they act. You know what I'm saying? They shuffling their hand or their hand shaking or something like that. That they're nervous or they don't got like a good hand. You can't get that online. You know what I mean?
You really can't. And then a lot of times too, when playing online, it's just like you said, the player interaction. But on the flip side, though, I could also say playing online is good because you reduce the cheating factor.
Yeah, that's true. But also, people get real bold and big badass when they online too. You notice people be talking way much more shit online because you not, you know what I mean?
I mean, people gonna talk shit regardless. I mean, this is a card game. People gonna be like, "Oh, f you, n word, log out or whatever." You
Right,
know what I'm saying?
right.
I just hate when I play
If
against
it's
somebody
decks
online and they
trash,
just scoop.
right. I hate it when I was testing my Eldridge deck, and the dude went do, and I flipped up in period order because my deck plays in period order. He was like, "One of trash, your deck's still trash," and then he admitted defeat. We sided, and I knew he was gonna go first, and I sided in Super Poly. He did a stupid ass board. Okay, cute, whatever. Super Poly. I like Super Poly that ass. He was like, "This is bullshit, man. You luck sack, dog. We'll bet you won't beat me again another match." So I was like, "All right, cool. Let's play another match. Let's play another match."
Tell them to put
So
that money on the
I go
line.
make a.
You gotta
I was
put that
like,
money
so
on
I
the
went
line, dog.
right. So I went and made a group, so he could come over. He never showed up.
Oh wow. Well,
Yeah,
you
I
already
had
know
to
how
put him
that.
in the group and everything.
You already know how that could be, man. People they just run off at the damn mouth. They don't care. They just, oh, what man? I would did this. I would did that. He was just
Right,
salty
right,
as
right.
shit.
Yeah. But people need to stop underestimating your hero deck, dog. The only
Man,
thing they have for it is Nibiru. If Nibiru was not a
honestly,
thing, they'd be
I
scared.
try telling people that, dude. I think a lot of people are starting to catch on. Like when I used to start playing heroes at locals, even with the new stuff, people still took it for granted. Then after it
Hmm.
started doing good, and I started doing good at locals with the deck, a lot of people started either playing it or taking it more seriously because they saw how powerful the deck was. Like one card
Right,
Dark Ball, one card OTK.
right. Yeah,
The,
and now y'all got the open field. Now y'all don't have to have like one monster up there. You don't have to make a unnecessary link so you can be able to do this other play. You know what I mean?
the thing was though, we only played three links, so every link was necessary. Like when you
Oh, were
play
they?
extra hero, what's up?
I'll say, oh, were they?
Oh yeah, so like when you go extra hero one, not extra hero one, right? The extra hero that special summon Destiny hero monsters. I can't think of his
Yeah,
name right now. Cross
that's
Crusader.
pretty good. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
gonna use him to start. He's a combo extender. Dread Decimator.
Hmm.
He just helps you OTK. And Wonder Driver. He also helps you OTK by extending your poly plays or just getting a field back or something to stand on. So I think every card in the hero deck just moving forward, you're gonna wanna like essentially leave the deck the same because there's nothing that really
Oh, okay.
changes that much.
Oh, okay. All right, all right, all right. Well, I noticed what you was doing on your blog. You was citing a card that my deck actually is very, very scared of.
What card?
That people are prohibition.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so we only had one monster in the deck, right?
yeah.
And all our spells and traps rely on that monster. So guess what card you gonna call with your prohibition?
You're talking about the Eldritch deck, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, shit, I don't even know. Like I wouldn't. I
So
would.
so what
I mess
what
up.
people so people been activating prohibition. They call the Golden Lord Eldritch
Okay.
Golden Lord dude, right? So I can't play it at all. My deck literally don't do anything if I don't control that monster or have that monster. That's why D Crow and Call by the Grave is really good against the deck.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, because we only have one monster in the main deck. So and then all our spells and traps rely on that monster. So if you call that monster, I can't play it.
Okay. Have you seen this
So
Rush
we
Duel stuff?
the rush dude.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about OCG?
No, Rush Duel is the new Rush Duel type of stuff.
Yeah, that's only an OCG thing.
We're gonna get in a teacher soon. Oh my god, I'm coughing. Hold on.
Oh, are we?
Yeah.
Once they said that's only because they said ours was speed duel, and they said OCG got the rush duel.
Oh, so they changed it. I didn't know. I just saw
Yeah,
people
yeah.
doing YouTube videos, and I know Lithium. He was doing the duel videos of the Rush Duels, and he
Oh
was
yeah,
showing how broken it was. Like you draw four cards a turn, and I was like, that's nuts.
yeah, yeah. When they first announced it, they said we didn't know what was going on because we literally just got speed duels. So they were like, "Why they making this?" And then they released a article saying that the rush duel was OCG's way of speed duels for us because OCG don't have speed duels. We
Oh, I
do.
didn't know
So
that.
they got
Okay,
yeah, they got rush duels now. If they change that up, I don't know because
dude.
once they said that, I was like, cool.
Speed duels literally looks like a different game. It's like you get three zones, kind of like the rush duels. I'm sorry, speed duels, and then
Mm-hmm.
you just draw three cards. So literally, you can normal summon as many times as you want, and then you
Mm-hmm.
draw three at the end of the turn. So like every turn, you just want to spit your hand to the board and pass.
Yeah, because it's free and you just refill your whole hand up again. But they said it's balanced though, because imagine drawing
Stuff
five
ain't balanced,
each
man.
turn is balanced, right?
Right.
That's what they
I'll
said.
draw
That
five.
ain't no damn.
I wonder can you trick the
Right?
deck
That
out in
ain't
it
no
though.
damn. Heck yeah, they probably playing what 80 cards.
Well, I think you gotta play like 40, something like that, 40 or 30.
Oh, oh wow. Yeah, they definitely. Okay, I gotta kill you now. I'm only at my last five cards.
Right, right, right. So man, nationals though, man. Like when I saw that nationals
Oh my
back to the
god,
nationals being canceled, like I was like, wow.
I
Like,
know.
did you want to go to Florida? Like, were there things in Florida you wanted to
Yeah,
see other than
we were.
nationals?
Yeah, yeah, well, I'm from Florida, so yeah, me and my team was already had everything planned out. We already had our hotel in mind at the convention center. We was already ready for it. At first, I didn't know they canceled nationals. I thought they just canceled worlds, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. I understand why they canceled worlds. We can still have like our year in with nationals. But then I saw that they canceled nationals. I was like,
Oh yeah,
oh man.
yeah. I wanted to go to
But you
that
saw,
that Super Saiyan ramen. If you're into ramen, like I wanted to go to that Super Saiyan ramen place. That place is lit.
oh yeah, I
It's
heard about
it's like a
that.
Dragon Ball Z ramen theme place. They say
Hmm.
that place is really good.
Oh, but they didn't cancel YCS Memphis. I mean Minnesota.
I mean, but I mean, why says Minnesota was during the national time on Friday, so they not holding that,
Hmm. Yeah, because it was going to happen before Worlds or whatever. The same
and it was gonna be in the
weekend
same
as
convention
Worlds.
center for Friday and
Yep,
Saturday.
yep. That on a website they didn't cancel that. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I think they just not. I think honestly, like a lot of America people, they're on like paid leave, so they probably like, well, we'll update it we'll get there when we get there.
Right. Well, what Trump's saying, he said here soon he's gonna get everybody back to work, but they're gonna have to still practice social distancing and work with masks and stuff like
Hey man, as long as I can go to the bar, I'm good,
that.
man. I'm tired of this. I think I can speak for most when I say I'm tired of this going
Okay,
get my food to go.
when you get your picture, and she put a hand sanitized napkin down.
Man, I'm tired of it, bro. So you've been playing the game as long as I have, Austin. What
Yeah.
do you think about old school pros and new school pros? And like what difference have you noticed?
The game has definitely changed from old school to what it is now. Like I barely see any old school players really, and then the people I know that I hung around or watched closely coming up in the game, they moved on, and you know what I'm saying. That's why I know the game has definitely changed. There's some people who leave the game and they wind up coming back. Like I heard Calvin Tahan was talking about coming back, but I haven't seen him around doing anything.
He was the
So
ABC player, right or no?
yep, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But he was talking about coming back once Master Rule 5 was thing, but then they put ABC Dragon Buster to one, so I don't know if he's gonna come back
Oh
now.
yeah, he probably yeah. The dream is dead. He's like the dream is dead.
Yeah,
But do you feel like like a lot of the old school pros are like better than new school pros?
nah, nah. I think these like, well,
Like I
I
know a
don't
lot of
know.
old.
When you say Jesse,
I personally know a lot of old school players who used to do good and are
hmm
like really skilled. They come in,
hmm
they come in and take the game seriously, and they top and then they just bounce
yeah, yeah. Now,
just to see if
would
they
you
still got
consider
it.
Jesse Cotton an old school player or a new school player?
Honestly, considering I just heard of who he was, I consider him new school. I'm assuming he probably has like
Hmm.
one or two tops here and there from the past. I don't know anything about him honestly.
Well, see, he's young, but he was really known in the Dragon Duel scene too.
Oh,
He
really?
was winning a lot. Yeah, he was really winning a lot of. To see, I noticed because I was just recently watching old live streams, and I just got done watching 2016 Nationals where
Eh,
He lost in top eight,
of Dragon
but
Duel?
no, of the regular event.
Okay,
This was in 2016. He was
okay.
playing BA, and he played against Domain Monarchs against this one guy who didn't even know the most recent ban list because he was looking in his graveyard and he asked him how many. He asked him about a card that was limited to one, but it was just recently limited to two, and he was like, "Aren't you only supposed to have one in your deck?" And I think it was Sir or something.
Oh, yeah. I think dude
Yeah,
probably just.
no, I can't play
All right,
shit.
y'all. If y'all notice a weird cut in the video, my computer got full of data. Apparently, my computer is overfilled, so I just leave some things and start back over. But we were in the midst, if I remember correctly, Austin, we were in the midst of discussing. You were discussing like something with the player, and it was like he was cheating with the Monarch deck or something like that.
Oh no, he so Jesse Cotton was playing BA, and then he like grabs his graveyard and he's looking through his graveyard and he's like, how much is, I think it's Sir or Libic, or not Libic, but it was Sir. It was one of the good BAs that was limited, but it just came off a limit. They gave it, they put it at two. And you're supposed to have in your deck. And the most recent Forbidden Limitless is at two. And the way Jesse
So
said it is like, I'm about to.
you was watching the live stream for this.
Yeah, it's on the live stream 2015 Nats. But see,
Okay.
Jesse was at the top tables then, so I don't know if he's like. And I heard about him being really good during Dragon Duel, so I think he's. I don't know, man, because Billy just recently tried to come back, and he was at the UDS, and he didn't do good.
I mean, true. But at the same time, though, like I noticed, like players like when Jeff Zones, he come back, he do good, and they bounce out. But at the same time, though,
Hmm.
a lot of players that's new school, they have resources like YouTube, they have yugioh Pro, better play testing,
Right.
I guess, so they can probably learn decks faster versus players
Hmm.
like the old school pros who had to think of things on the fly. But I
Yeah,
think
but old school, see, back then we had it was way slower than what it is now. Like
right.
every single deck is like blah 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 blah. Now they keep it fast and everything. Or then you have some of your control decks too. But back then it was like okay, normal summon this, maybe special summon one monster, and then that was gonna be like close to the end of your turn. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we at least we learned better resource management though. We didn't get comfortable with being
Yeah.
able to just rely on my pendulum extra deck, which is why I think a lot of old school players can still come back and do it. They can out strategize people, but at the same token though too, because I mean, like I always say, I know a lot of pros cheat. I can't say who cheat. I don't really know to
Right.
100%.
There's no way they
And
consistently doing they topping like this on a
right,
consistent
so
basis
I think
without
when it
yeah.
comes to old school pros versus new school pro, old school pros, since they invented the cheating, they started doing it originally. They'll be able to out cheat the new school people, man. What do you think?
Oh yeah, definitely. And then some of them are like they're like rule sharking too. It's not like they taking the newer players and they taking advantage of newer players. Like they're activating stuff and they know that they can only use it once per turn, but then it has like a graveyard effect and they will activate it from the graveyard too. And the person they playing against might not know that they can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, bro,
So
tell me
they taking advantage of the person.
they finessing people. I got finesse like that.
Yeah.
I got finesse like that a lot at locals. Like people like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
it ain't one more than it's more than once per turn, or they'll ask for a rule or whatever. They can't think of
Right.
the exact
Right.
rule. And they be
Yeah. Yeah, like one dude I was playing against also guys dude and I was playing extravagant spirals, right? And
right.
then I go barricade board blocker and master plan. Well, no, I go in Helix and I activate master plan. He solemn strikes my Helix. And then I said, okay, do you have he has multi-thicker and saying I already know he searched it. He solemn strike my Helix and I'm like, okay, cool. Do you have anything you want to use with the after your Solemn Strike resolves because I'm trying to see if he's going to use his multi-faker. He's like, nah. I was like, oh, cool. Activate master plan. He goes Ash, and then he says reveal multi-faker. I'm like, nah, nah. Is
Like
no
that's
longer
a
the resolution of
right.
yeah. We're no longer in the resolution of that trap, bro. Don't
You're
even
like,
try
hold on,
me.
fam. But the thing is,
Right.
like, that's like Ultra guys. So, like, it's so many different rulings you got to remember for that deck. It's kind of like it's easy to get finessed with that deck, bro. Like, it is
Hmm.
somebody to get over on you.
Yeah, see, what he was thinking, like his logic and his way is like, okay, I can activate a trap anytime during this turn, and I'm still able to resolve my multi-faker no matter when. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nah, you'd
You,
have to use on the resolution of that trap, fam. Nah.
exactly. You can't just like just not you. What was dude buddy
Right.
thinking? Right? Yeah.
Right, right. But see, I bet you how many times he probably got away with that with other people. See what
Oh
I'm
yeah, just
saying?
like the Ultra guys player, my locals that I know. He finessed me. He tried to finesse me with a I forgot the rule. It was somewhere. I know it was one with Nibiru where if you activate Nibiru, he trues the whole field. Because he said it was similar to like another Nibiru effect when he used one of his Ultra Guys monster effect.
Hmm.
Essentially, I called Judge. We waited. I
Oh,
posted in
I know
Judge's
what you're
Lounge.
talking about. I
Yeah,
know what you're talking. I saw that video log where he tried to he special summon with multi-faker, and then he tried to use his Nibiru, but he couldn't because he could only special summon all.
yeah. So it was one.
Yeah.
It was like ruling like that, like a lot, little different things, and it's like I don't really be paying attention to rulings like that. But then I have my hold on, that don't sound right, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yep. See, and whenever the best bet is like whenever something don't sound right or don't feel right, ask. You know what I'm saying? Question it because it's for a reason.
Oh yeah,
It's definitely for a reason.
a lot of players they just like they be scared to ask questions like, hey man,
Mm-hmm.
like I don't mind like, if I don't know if something don't sound right, I'm gonna ask, dude. 'Cause I personally been cheated a lot, and I be like,
Mm-hmm.
what? I figure out what happened afterward after I think about the plays and everything else made. I'm just like,
Mm-hmm. And you be like, hold on.
now I'm like, man, I could have won, dude. Like he straight
Yeah.
up just cheated me.
Yeah,
Like
like I played it. I played against this one guy who was playing Spiral Extravagance. He activates the Extravagance, right? Draw two cards, and he goes Magician Souls. dump master plan, and then he discards 2 cards to try to draw magician souls. If you Stratton say you can't draw no other cards for the rest of the turn,
Right.
I'm like, you couldn't do that. So he scooped his cards up and then it's like, all right, next game, he's trying me. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah, and
He's
especially if they be all calm, with like, all right, next game. Like I remember back in the Infernity days, people if they have
oh
Infernity, they
yeah.
have set monsters, and then they just
Yeah, they
count
would set
wall.
monsters because I played then, and they would like set a monster and say like you blind MST and you hit
Then
that
scoop.
monster, they will scoop it up before. But you have a dominating board, bro. Why are you scooping it up?
Nah, I just go to game two. I'm like, nah, people be
Right,
trying to finesse, man. Like for everybody
right,
listening,
right.
man, y'all can't get finessed. Just ask questions. If it don't feel right, just ask anyway, even if you think you
hmm
sound wrong.
hmm And best bet know what cards do, man, because they will try to abuse a card.
Oh yeah.
They will try to abuse a card
Well,
for
all
the
right.
extra effects.
Okay, yeah, that's insane. But all right, guy, this is Rogue Hero here with my homie Austin. Anything you want to take us out with Austin before we ride
Um,
out this thing?
I
Like
don't know, man. Hey,
y'all got
everybody
a
be
Facebook
safe
page
out
for your
there.
team? You got a Facebook page for your team
Oh
and
yeah,
everything?
we got a Nocturnal GG website, and we on Twitter and Facebook and
What about
stuff.
YouTube?
Nocturnal GG. I think we got a YouTube channel, or we trying to get a YouTube channel. They be flaky on that, so I don't know. But
All right.
yeah, we working on it, I
All right,
guess.
well, go follow Team Nocturnal, man. Yu-Gi-Oh players on the come up. And all right, man, this is Rogue Hero, man. We signing out, man. Y'all stay easy. Peace. Stay innovative.
Yeah.